What's good, my good people? It's Rudy again. Today we're going to talk about bringing baggage, issues, and problems into a relationship. Um, I know y'all have heard that you gotta, take care of your baggage and your issues and your problems before you get into a relationship. And in some way that might be true, but I'm gonna try to break it down to y'all so that y'all can see the truth in it. Mostly it's a lie. You know, a lot of people say, oh, you got to get yourself straight. Oh, you got to do this and you got to do that before you get into a relationship. And yeah, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to work on yourself, of course. But I'm going to show you where that is actually vital for relationships to have this baggage and problems and issues. Because if you think about it, when you go into a relationship, you're going for love, right? You're going to be loved, and you're going so that the other person can feel loved, right? But a lot of people don't want these issues. That's why when you go, a lot of people, that's why when we go into relationships, we get mad because we're taught that someone shouldn't have this issue or this problem and everything. But when we see it, we run away because they're different and it's hard, and we think that people have to change themselves. No, people have to want to change themselves, but we can help them because we give them what they cannot see. You get what I'm saying? So think about when you go to Jesus, you go to Jesus for help because you can't do it by yourself. You can't. You tried to do it by yourself and it's killing you. So now Jesus is like, come to me. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'll heal you. I'll bless you. Just listen to me. I'll give you everything that you need. You get what I'm saying? So when you go to Jesus, you get love because he is love. So he gives it to you. But if you try to do it without him, you can't get it. So it basically shows that love is vital, but love is being provided to you from someone, right? But Jesus is teaching you how to be like him. So Jesus basically, when you go to him, he doesn't run from your problems. And he says to be like him. So if you go into a relationship, what do you think that means? That means when somebody comes to you with their problems, with their issues, with their burdens, with their baggage, with their pain, with their struggles, Jesus says to be there for them just as he is there for you. But Jesus says if you come to him, he'll teach you how to be there for them. You get what I'm saying? So think about it. You go into a relationship and it's two people, but you want love, both people. You go into the relationship for love. But remember, Jesus is love. So as soon as you go into a relationship, Jesus is right there. But you got to choose to want Jesus. It's a choice to want Jesus. It's a conscious effort to want him. You get what I'm saying? So if you take away Jesus' name, now you have his love, right? So if it's a conscious effort and you have to choose to get Jesus, then you have to make a conscious effort to get love, which means you have to choose it, which means it's not a feeling that you just feel. You have to give because giving is a choice. So think about it. There's two people. This is you and someone else. And love is in the middle because this is what you want. Love is in the middle because this is what you want, which means Jesus is in the middle. So let's take away Jesus again. Love is in the middle. Jesus says to get love, you have to give love because that is what he did. So in order for this person to feel love, this other person to feel love, then you have to give it to them. How can you give love without a problem, without baggage, without issues, without pain, and without struggle? You can't. So you learn what that person needs. They need something that they can't get. So you give it to them. You get what I'm saying? Like Jesus gave it to you. You give them what they need, which means it might come from something that hurt them. It might be something that they held on to. You get what I'm saying? Jesus never told you that, why are you coming to me with this problem? Why haven't you gotten rid of these issues? Why are you still holding on to these things? You can't come to me with these problems. You can't not trust me. You can't think that I'm cheating on you. You can't think You supposed to believe me. Jesus never said that to you, right? Jesus never said that to you. If he did say those things to you, would you want to be there with him? Would you want to talk to him? Would you continuously want to go to him so that you can be filled with love? You wouldn't. So you can't be that way to someone else. So again, you, other person, if that person comes to you with all of these problems, Jesus says, give them love. And I promise you, you'll get it back. Why? Because when this person is filled with love, they don't want to go nowhere, because love is like a drug. It's an addiction. It's like drugs. It's like coke. It's like crack. It's like heroin. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's truthfully, that's what it is. It's like that. It's an addiction, but it's true. It's good. It's real. It doesn't burden you. It doesn't, it may hurt a little bit, because it's going to hurt to actually give to somebody because they're suffering, and it's going to take a while for them to feel it. You get what I'm saying? That's the only suffering that comes from it. And this person might be struggling. They might yell at you. They might scream. They might do this, whatever. But you could yell and scream at Jesus and don't believe that you can't. He says to vent to him. He don't even want you venting to other people. So I want you to know that Jesus is love. So the main reason you go into a relationship is for him. Relationships are made through God. Love is God. So the main thing you want when you go into a relationship is God. So think about it. How can you go into something, wanting something, but running from it? Because you don't know the truth about it. The truth is, do what Jesus said do. Give that person love, and you'll get the exact thing that you want. Jesus will remain right there, meaning love is what you'll get. Love is what both people will get. So what I'm trying to explain here is that God is love. Jesus is the example. He teaches it. He shows you. He gives it to you. So I want y'all to know that when you go into a relationship, it's okay when people have baggage. It's okay when people have problems and when people have issues, because if you want love, you have to give it like Jesus did. You have to heal those people. You have to bless them. You have to help them to grow. And when I say grow, I mean allow them to see something that they can't see. When they depressed, stressed, and all of that, that's a feeling of death. You feel me? A flower looks dead, but you water it. The only way you're going to water a flower is if you know it's not dead. So you know that these people are just hurt. You know all they want is love. That's the main reason they come to you. But you provide it through Jesus because he's the provider of love. You get what I'm saying? So you pour that love onto them, onto that beautiful flower, and you make it grow back again. God is the one who you want when you come into a relationship. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care about none of that stuff. Just want y'all to know I speak the truth on here. God is about relationship. He is not about religion. He is about relationship and practicing love. So, when you go into a relationship, just remember, if anybody ever tell you like this person ain't supposed to have baggage and burdens and issues and all of that, yo. See, Jesus know when you see that and you want to think about how can I give to that. He knows that you love him because he says love is nothing when you give love to someone else who loves you back. It means nothing. It means something to him when you love someone when you do not feel it. You don't feel it back, which means you don't feel loved. You feel like this person is hurt, like they mad, like something is wrong. You feel me? Jesus says that is the opportunity where you give love. That is where his strength is seen. His love, his power is made through weakness. So I want y'all to know that. I know we all been told, like the opposite, that you shouldn't do these things for people, and these people are supposed to come to you and they supposed to be, basically, like we're taught that somebody's supposed to come to us perfect and know how to love us and not have no problems. But I just want y'all to know that's a lie. That is a lie. Jesus doesn't run from us. when we come to him with problems. So I'm definitely sure he don't want us to run from other people. He does not. He had to suffer for loving other people. So you have to understand, to fellowship with Jesus is to suffer like him. And he told us, you're going to have to go through what I went through because of what I did. So if you do what I did, how much less will they do to you? Understand that. Know the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Love others first. Think about them, man. I hope I was able to get y'all to understand and see some things. Maybe some things y'all didn't do in the past. Maybe some things that you're not doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some things you are doing. You get what I'm saying? And you can bless other people. You know what I'm saying? When people feel like they can't love someone else, so you give them the faith. You fill them with your faith. You feel me? So just remember, if the flower looks dead, it just seems dead. It's really not. You got the power to bring it back to life. Water it daily. Y'all have a good day.